Hello class! Today we're going to be practicing long division. Even though you've done this before, probably in elementary school, we need to do long division because it's now one of our standards in 7th grade. By the time you finish this video, you should be able to use long division to convert a rational number to a decimal. We're now going to watch a Learn Zillion video to see how to change a rational number into a decimal using long division.
Sometimes we need to write fractions as decimals. How can we do that? How can we change 3/4 into 0.75? In this lesson, you'll learn to rewrite fractions as decimals by using long division. Let's review. Rational numbers can be written as a ratio or as a fraction. For example, A over B, where B cannot equal 0. A common mistake is to just assume that our fraction is automatically going to be our decimal, like 2/5. A mistake would be to assume that the numerator 2 should be our decimal, and 3/4, the numerator 3, is automatically our decimal, and that's not correct. 2/5 is equal to 0.4, and 3/4 is equal to 0.75. 3/4. We're going to change this into a decimal. So 3 divided by 4 is how we get our decimal. So we have to do some long division. We know that 4 does not go into 3, so we'll put a 0 there, and we'll add our decimal point. Our decimal point needs to go straight up into our answer, and now I have 30 divided by 4. We know that 4 goes into 37 times, and we subtract, and we get left over with a remainder of 2. And we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep adding zeros until we have no numbers left. So we add a 0, bring it down, and now it's 20 divided by 4. Well, we know that 4 goes into 20 5 times, and we end up with the remainder of 0. At this point, we know that we're finished, and so 3 divided by 4 is 0.75. So therefore, 3/4 is equal to 0.75. Let's look at another example. 2/5. 2/5 is equal to 2 divided by 5. So we'll do 2 divided by 5. And like before, 5 does not go into 2. So we'll start with 0. We'll add our decimal point. We'll add our 0. Our decimal point goes straight up in our answer. And now it's 20 divided by 5. We know that 5 goes into 20 4 times. And we subtract and we get a remainder of 0. So 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. So 2/5 is equal to 0.4. 3/8. We'll start just like before, 3 divided by 8. We know that 8 does not go into 3, so we'll start with 0, and we'll add a decimal point straight up in our answer, and 8 goes into 30 3 times, and we subtract, and we're left with the remainder of 6. So we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep adding zeros till we get no remainder left. We'll bring the 0 down, and now it's 8 into 60. We know that 8 goes into 60 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56, and leaves me with a remainder of 4. We're going to keep going till we get to all zeros. We'll add another one, bring the 0 down in our answer, and now we have 40. 8 goes into 40 5 times. We subtract it out, and we're left with 0. So now we know we're finished. So 3 divided by 8 is equal to 0.375. In other words, 3/8 equals 0.375. In this lesson, you've learned to rewrite fractions as decimals by using long division.
Okay class, now it's your turn. Let's practice. Do these 2 problems in your notebook and bring them to class tomorrow. Show your long division work. No calculators. Look forward to seeing your answers tomorrow.